Yo, what's taking so long? Just load. Hello? Load, please. There we go. Freaking forever. That was a very long load time. I've not played this in a while. A lot of things to do. To identify. Screenshot. Oh, I got no more things to refresh. I have one on here. Hey, not too much. How are you, wizard? Or wizardy? Comet badge? Oh, alright. First, I'm gonna clear some inventory. For this. I have an Ifrit badge. Okay, that's cool. Hold on to that. Oh crap, I have so much armor. Okay, shields. Go. Alright, boots. Let's see, what are some things I do not care for in the slightest? Oh man. Okay, only one way through. Okay, ooh, Odin. I do like the Odin. 132%. Okay, anything. Ah! Let me take a look at what I even have. Less foot gear? Okay. Filter. Stack Odin. Okay. This is Bahamut. I think I'm just gonna duplicate the. I'm gonna duplicate. Yeah, that's what. Okay. use these with... Use it with the blessed one. Okay, which one do I desire? I really hope Koei gets another Final Fantasy game to make. I really like FF16, but Origins has unmatched combat and gameplay. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish this game was given the love that the main titles were given to. It really should have been. It would have been so much more fun. But alas, it was not for whatever reason. This? No, I'd rather have... I don't think either of this matters. Definitely want the strength, the Lightbringer, and better Lightbringer. Yes, I want to swap to the others. Yes. Okay, good. Great equipment level. Great. Can I upgrade job affinities? Two. Wonderful. Can I upgrade special effects? The answer is yes. Okay, I'll take that. Can't upgrade that. Can't... Oh wait, I can upgrade. Oh no, I can't. Psych. Or if I place it right, why not? Should help just a little, just quite a bit. Yes, good. Alright. Next up will be Guru's Gators. Okay, time to use. Yeah, okay, take that. Sure. I don't think it matters. Holy break damage? I may be blessed. Stranger of Paradise stream you caught live? Yeah, how's it going, Grinch? 100% want that. Yeah, take that. Sure, take that. Conqueror. Swap to Knight. Okay. Create the job affinity. Create the equipment level. Can I upgrade effects? Got it. Try. Oh. Nope. 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 Hey. Okay. What's next? Okay, so that gave me a good amount of extra strength, which is nice. Be happy with that. Okay, what about these? 870 Odins? Oh, and I already duplicated them? Oh, well, alright. I mean, that's kind of legit. I didn't even need to duplicate them. Alright. I will gladly take that. 33. Damn, I haven't even. That's not even patched. Okay, sweet. If Final Fantasy 16 had Stranger of Paradise combat, it would have easily been my favorite Final Fantasy. Yeah, same here. Same here. You know what I mean? It's like, as good as that game looks, and that game looks beautiful, I would have like instantly swapped to that. I'd be playing that for so long. You... Bro, what? Where are the modders to do all the weapon swaps? I don't know. And make it random? I see so much potential in all sorts of games, and it just breaks my heart when it's just not realized. Okay. Why would I want black magic? Get rid of that shit. Lance said, I guess. I guess. What are my choices? Just Lightbringer. Just get Lightbringer, bro. War Mage. Holy Knight. Yes. I like unarmed. You got unarmed. That I mean, all that sounds so fun. No, no, no. Quite low on the affinity market. Oh shit! No, 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 no. 381. Son of a bitch. Shit. No, I need that. I need 20 extra percent. Okay, how can I get 20 extra percent? Conberry? Oh, I need to play Dark Knight. Okay, I can do that. How's Summoner going? 330? Yeah, it doesn't have Jack. That's the one downside. Damn. Well, see what else we can do. How can I squeeze out 20 extra percent? Seems like Final Fantasy 16 is impossible to mod the enemy AI behavior. If only it were more aggro, not potato sacks, it would make it far more challenging. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh well, I'll live. Okay. Any spicy Odin gloves? Carnage arm guards? Mm. Also, the possibility to heal while you are down is completely OP. You should be vulnerable while trying to take a potion. There, I can't comment on that game. I haven't played it that much. I haven't even played it at all, actually. Oh, what shit are these gloves? Hey, what's up, TF? How you doing? Okay. Read. Hmm. Too substantial an upgrade. Thunderer's jacket, could that be an upgrade? Don't know. Where's my great swords? Hey, Anna. Stuff sucks. Still figuring out a build? Heard you're aiming for break damage. Yeah, I am. Play some Dark Knight with this. Play Breaker so much. War Mage? Yeah, I don't care. While active, temporarily increases the additional damage dealt. Summoner's at 360? What do I get at 400? Soul Shield increases duration of active buffs. Did I have that on before? No, that was always the case. I'm just... Okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go board Dark Knight then. Oof, the strength decrease. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers and percentages in this game. And do you have ways to keep casting skills with minimum MP consumption so you can start blasting with the Katana chains? I'm still working on it, but I'm doing overall pretty good with mine. 200 strength. Some of that. Damage taken at max HP. I don't think that'll be that important. We'll get free affinity. Okay. Let me check what I have on Breaker. 100. Oh, just break damage? Okay. That's good to know. No, get rid of this. Yes, more break damage. Lightbringer duration? Good. Yeah, who cares about that? I'll be fine. 50 points, sure. More Lightbringer. Great. Is that close enough? 100, 151. Lightbringer duration. MP limit, boost rate. Yes, Dark Knight was for counting the near death effect, right? So like, for all those to stack, absolutely. Yeah, so that when I change jobs, I can have Shell and Protect on. Okay, great. Give me lots of enemies. This is the time I want 90 enemies. No, not all bosses. No, I do not know. I just want lots and lots of enemies. Hey!
Time for a change.
Alright, Rift 201, let's go.
Let's have some fun. I'm counting on it.
Hello?
Not off to a good start.
Quick charge, yeah, it's pretty nice.
More fodder to kill. Let's put him in the ground. Time for a change.
What was the requirement for perma haste? 600% Void Knight affinity. Dark Knight, yeah. Bit excessive, but it still killed it. It's your local stop, GameStop for 40 bucks. If you can get it more on sale, great. If you can play it, I would recommend playing it on like PlayStation. PC's optimization is very frustrating. Oh shit, seriously? Go! Dude.
Reinforcements.
Some Gigas you can, some you cannot. Depends which one have like a boss status of sorts. Yeah, this is endgame. You recently started Stranger of Paradise? Yeah, you don't get this for a while. Here, check this out. Whoosh! Mirror! Whoosh!
More fodder to kill.
Would you say it's close to Neo in terms of actor skills? There's enough similarities, like... It's a little different, but I think a simple way for me to put it is that if you like Neo combo play, this game will hit that spot too. It's by Team Ninja after all. Think it's too OP being invincible while on Lightbringer, or do you consider it another health bar? It's basically another health bar. I can get absolutely destroyed without it. And sometimes some enemies, some bosses, it'll just destroy it. Especially like on rank 9 Dragon Trials, it does not matter. They just destroy it and you're like, fuck. So I have to constantly refresh it. So this game has built-in cancels. Is there a flash attack? Not exactly. But you can absorb, like, you can do a lot of cancels in this game, and they're intentionally. Like, the game even instructs you to go for it. No, there's no weapon switching attack, something like that. No real job switching attack. I would say this game is more build dependent than Neo 2. Boom! Here, come here, little doggo. Come here, I want to parry you. Please? Please let me do a timely guard. Come on. You coming? You coming? Enjoy spin to win! You can also juggle in this game, which can be fun.
This one's got some teeth. More fodder to kill.
Hey, if you enjoy Night Rain, go for Night Rain. That just came out. I think it'll actually work out too. Because hopefully by that time this game will be even cheaper and more on sale. I don't think you should get this game at full price, all things considered. If you can get it on sale, do so. Jack is brutal. Yeah, he fits Doomslayer as... Yeah, he's like Doomslayer Kratos. I think Doomslayer does some pretty cool glory kills. The Jack stuff can be absolutely brutal. Just pure brutality. He just doesn't give a shit. Yeah, the Magatsu Kaze is awesome. I like using it to funnel enemies together. And then with Dark Knight, it's pretty handy too. Then I can inflict a lot of dodge damage. This poor guy. Poor guy. It's helpful in these like kill 90 enemy things. So after I clear this, I kind of just explain things related to the game. It's gonna be difficult for me to really kind of give full details on this without like while doing it mid battle. There aren't really soul scores, they're just kind of like actor skills you can assign. That's probably the simplest way for me to explain it. But there are a lot. There's a lot of complexity in this game. He enjoys grilling? Question mark. Yeah. Oh yes, you can turn into Bahamut. That's always fun. my god. Oh yes, good job, Dragon Tail. Last 5 enemies in the row. If you didn't like Bahamut before, like a year ago, it would change. I mean, I know he's OP. I made a build entirely for the transformation. I got used to comboing with Bahamut, I think is one thing. But I think another frustration of mine is that I don't think I understood how to like scale certain things in the game. I think that plays a big factor. Looks more in depth than Yokai Shift. Yeah, but playing as Bahamut is pretty fun compared to Yokai Shift. Full moveset, a lot of it's quite robust. Stranger of Paradise has many similarities to Neo, but one thing I think it does arguably better than Neo, to a certain extent, is that like builds. This game has way too much build complexity. All the loot auto grabs, yeah, it can be a setting. There's a lot of like system settings you can adjust. Like I can auto pick up, I can auto dismantle. They added a lot. Okay, let's see. While I'm cooling down. Cool it now. Okay, let's see what I got from him. Wizard bracelet. Somehow I doubt I'll want that. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Soul of Water. Cool. Yeah, you can make all sorts of builds in this game. It becomes overwhelming. Okay, so it becomes overwhelming. I'll just put it that way. Anything? Clear one more mission. You have a base PS5? Yeah, that'll work. PS5 is generally better than PC for this. Okay, so alright. In this game... So let's talk about a couple of things. In this game, you have access to 30 jobs. Alright, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 basic jobs. There's a bunch of advanced. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 22 advanced jobs. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, is that 35 jobs? Yeah, that's 35 jobs in this game. You don't unlock them all at the beginning. You pretty much just start out with the basic ones. And even then, you have to wait till you pick up the weapons. So when you start out the game, you have different weapons, of course, have access to different jobs. Each of the jobs has a unique ability, something unique to them. You can only equip 2 jobs per character. But that's for like the base ability. So for example, with my character, right? I can equip any of these if I want to, but for example, the ones that I'm using right now is Dark Knight. Alright, it's just Dark Knight. Consumes HP to deal additional dark damage when attacking. This damage is proportional to the amount of HP consumed. Right, jobs are kind of like Guardian Spirits. I think that's, yeah. You can equip 2 at a time. And you can think of like their abilities similar to like the Guardian Spirit skill. They're unique to each of them, right? Now, where this game diverges from that Guardian Spirit sense stuff is that you can customize. You eventually, and by DLC 1, you can start to customize a little bit with what each Guardian Spirit skill or whatever you want to call it does. So for example, you can choose, so you can see how there's a class change effect, there's evocation and ultima. Those are just Final Fantasy words. But basically, let's take a look at the difference in my choices. So I'm using War Mage. While active, temporarily increases additional damage dealt and reduces HP consumed when at max HP. Okay, I get even more damage. And reduces, and so that's nice. I got an ad already set, and you can think of. All right, I'll try that again. So think of these. So, right, jobs are like Guardian Spirits. Where this game takes it further is basically then allowing you to specialize your Guardian Spirit skills. Right. So, like you can imagine, say, Hyobition, but now Hyobishin's skill, as opposed to just the vanilla skill, now you can like tinker it a little bit. So with Dark Knight, for example, I got 2 choices. I can do more damage and reduce the damage consumed from the ability. So, nice. Great. Or the other choice is, if I make an enemy vulnerable to darkness, then I refill my break gauge. So, break gauge is not to be confused with ki or anything like that. In this game, like, you can attack infinitely. But you do have an MP gauge, which governs your ability to use like skills. So think of MP like anima. You need to like consume anima to use skills. But break gauge is just like your defensive key. Correct, it's subclasses. So these are subclasses. Right? And every job has it. And I used to think, I think there was a point I was wondering, hey, are like the basic jobs kind of like, they're just basic. They can't be all that great, right? Very wrong. Every job can... I've seen builds for, like, everything where they just destroy. For example, alright, basic katana job. Alright, go Ronin. Alright? Then the subclasses are like, oh, remove enemy buffs. We're like, bro, what? Okay. Or, you hit with a fully charged EI, basically. And then and the difference between their key, or I'm just going to call it key. The difference between their key and their max key, well, you just reduce their max key to the value of how much key they have left. So I can do like a shit ton of break damage. Right, job affinity matters after you beat the base game. But yeah, so like all these abilities get nuts. Even like the base abilities. Like Marauder, just like big smash with an axe. And then it's like, oh, you put a debuff on them to get HP back. Or what I see a lot of people do is like, screw that. I'm gonna put a debuff on them, which helps me get MP back so I can spam more. So I've seen people like I've seen this one channel, Jazzfrog. He just like maxes damage and just does this ability and does like nearly 1 million damage a hit. And he has effectively infinite health, or infinite MP. So then that gets nuts. And like every class gets something special to it. Gambler I know is a real popular one. But yeah, like you can make anything viable. Like I've been surprised. Last to load, he made a video fighting one of the final bosses in DLC 3, and he used Sword Fighter to... Yeah, he used Sword Fighter You just use the basic sword and shield and use this ability and like spam it a fuck ton. And it looks beautiful. So that's just like your guardian spirit, your job, so to speak, with your subclasses. That's one dimension to learn. The other dimension is, of course, weapons. There are several weapon types, so I think there's 10 types. So there's 10 types of 10 types of weapons. All right, you got sword and shield. So you got short sword, which I would recommend you put a shield. So sword and shield, great sword, katana, fists, axe, mace, which I would recommend you pair with shield, as opposed to nothing. You got a mace, you've got dual daggers, you've got lance, you've got staff, and you've got a gun. And gun is hilarious. So you've got 10 different weapons. So 10 different weapons. You have different skill trees. These are just progression-based trees to help you unlock certain things. There are skills you can get for each job, but they're not job dependent. The only, like, for example, let's say I'm playing katana. All right. So I don't have to be Ronin in order to use this ability. Right? I don't have to. I just unlock the skill in Ronin. So like the main thing that the job stuff does is it gives you a bunch of passives, you unlock some abilities, and you can get to later jobs. More advanced ones with special abilities. That's really about it. So pretty cool. Now, when I say this game is complex, I'm going to show you how complex it can be. So before I even get to the skills, the abilities, there's this whole thing with affinities. And this is where a game gets very heavy build-wise. But this isn't really that important until you beat the base game. But it is important in the end game. So for example, alright, there are a bunch of these affinities, several 100%. And basically, you get really good stuff the higher percentage you have. So, alright, for example, I am playing Dark Knight or War Mage. It's just a subclass. But here's what Dark Knight provides me if I have a certain percentage of affinity, which you can kind of see over here with like the percentages. Like you're wondering what the hell are all these percentages for? It seems like so much. So here's what it governs, more or less. So if I have 20% from my build, then I get some extra strength. I get an extra. These are additives, so I get this and this. It's not just like I just get this as a flat bonus. So extra strength, even more strength and intellect. Then when I'm near death, do more damage. There's stuff like this. Like these are mostly just passives. They're kind of nice. But the real magic starts to shine at 250% or above. Stuff like this. So it increases damage dealt when being targeted by an enemy, which obviously if I'm in battle is all the time. But then shit like this at 400% gets wild. All effects that trigger when near death are active at all times. So you can start to stack things from various jobs together. And that's where the build stuff gets absolutely insane. So other higher one percentages you start to unlock as you get past, as you progress through the end game. Stuff like, oh, you get some HP back. Based on the amount of MP, like I get some HP back, cool. All right, cool. And then get even better stats, right? But here's where shit starts getting crazy. And so 400% gives me last resort. All effects that trigger when near death are active at all times. And here's what I stack it with. So Berserker, which is a very different job. Berserker at 250% automatically grants the effect of Protect and Shell when near death. So if I have 250% Berserker and 400% Dark Knight, well, guess what? Anytime I'm playing Dark Knight, or anytime I have, basically, as long as the Dark Knight stuff is active, or these two affinities are active, I will always have Protect and Shell. And Protect and Shell are basically, if you haven't played Final Fantasy, it'll reduce the amount of physical damage that I take via Protect, and Shell will reduce the magic damage I take. So it's a big, at all times, effective life bonus. Super awesome. So you can really start to stack things as well. You might, and so each of these job affinities that I have boosted up to a certain extent is very intentional. So for Ronin, for example, so getting these stat bonuses is nice. Getting this is also nice. Temporarily increased bait gauge recovery. This isn't that big of a deal, but this is what I wanted. Be able to use all katana abilities and do more damage with them. And then stuff like, hey, use even less MP. And more stats. A huge favorite is Void Knight. The only reason I'm using Void Knight or even maxing out Void Knight for any reason is because of this. Grants the effect of haste when your max MP is 400. So I just have auto haste. I just have auto haste. I'm just attack speed up the entire time. Whenever my MP is high enough. Great. And that happens very frequently. Or I have stacked so many different things. And there's stuff like, hey, immune to all status ailments. So that's great. Don't have to worry about that. And so there's so much stacking possible. Or increasing like my parry window. So it can just get wild very fast. Right, and then this is like, it gets even more like complex for the build. And then even within builds, it's like, hey, I can modify certain abilities to make them even more powerful, or make certain moves faster, use less MP. It just gets wild. Alright, build stuff is it's just so complex. It is so complex on the build spectrum, and I frankly get overwhelmed by it. You also have, look at all these buffs I can choose from. So like, I can pick 3 buffs. Unfortunately, it's just 3 buffs period per character. For your character. Not like 3 buffs per job. Which would have been cool, not gonna lie. But it's 3 buffs, and they do all sorts of things, like you can teleport. Or blackjack, which gives you a variety of really cool effects. Or stuff like, hey, nullify damage. Or attacks hit multiple times. You can do lots of extra damage. There's stuff like this, which increases the damage dealt by your next ability. And it can be, I think it's at least 40%. You can boost that shit. I got, hey, let me just increase my attack speed. And I don't care about my automatic break gauge recovery, like my key, basically. It don't matter to me, I just attack really fast. I also do more damage. I do more damage. I take more damage, but I also do more damage. So I'm just like stacking damage. So that gets nuts. And then it just gets overwhelming too. It gets overwhelming. Okay. But so build stuff is just, it's overwhelming for me. Now let's get to combat. Alright, so great. So you have certain button assignments, they're fixed. You can kind of pick the skills you want in them. Now because I have the great sword, like one of the basic job affinities up to 400%, I can use all of the abilities of the great sword and put them pretty much where I want. Would you like to see how many abilities there are for the great sword? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at all of these choices. All of these choices. Look at all these choices. That's how many choices I have. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's what's happening. And it gets pretty wild. So, some of these abilities will feel better than others, but so you might wonder why there's a color distinction. So these ones that are just like in a default looking color you unlock by default. These ones are obtained either through maximizing the job affinity to get that basically unlockable. And I need the 400% for the greatsword job. Or you can like somehow unlock them on gear. But they're cool. A lot of these abilities are pretty awesome. Here's an hilarious one. Just there's also cool stuff like this. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy VII and you want to be Cloud doing Clim Hazard, here you go. Congrats! You're now Cloud. Want some range for whatever reason? Here you go. Woo! A lot of launchers. There's so many abilities. It gets wild. Katana has this whole thing with Shensen stance, which makes it absolutely insane. It's like you can just rapidly press triangle a few times and just like sequence abilities back to back. And the potential for that is, I don't know how many possible weapons or things you can equip. Here you go. You get a whole bunch. Whole bunch. There are many, many cool abilities. Big wind wave. Here's the one I enjoy. Just throw a wind tornado. You want to be Sephiroth? Have fun being Sephiroth. Legit. As an homage to it, it even has like, I don't know if you can see the black feathers. So it's cool. There's a lot. There's a lot of things you can do. You can launch enemies into the air. You can absolutely juggle them. It becomes pretty spicy. There's a lot of knockback. There's a lot of sequencing stuff. The combo potential is intense. What I do right now is I have a gap closer. Quick gap closer. And then I have two slashes, two Iaigi slashes. One of them has parry frames. So I can parry. And then I have a pretty heavy knockback. And then I can go right back to just spamming these three over and over again. It gets fun. Oh yeah, and then you see instant abilities at the bottom. You can absorb certain enemy abilities and then get it back. And then use them yourself. When it comes to battles, let's see if nope, so shield and guarding. Staggering, nope. Yeah, okay. Canceling actions. Some abilities can be canceled, and yeah, you can use certain things to cancel an action early. So if you like have an instant ability, basically you can steal them from enemies. They're color coded to let you know you can absorb their attack. Then what you can do is, as they say, normal attacks, then do action ability, and then when you want to cancel your action ability, you can use an instant ability. And you can also use command abilities like buffs or Lightbringer, which is like living weapon basically. So that can be really handy. Very, very handy. There's also the chain cancel, which I don't know if they show it. They have the chain cancel. The chain cancel you can do. You can like switch in between the jobs. Yes. Not battle sets. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of complexity. It's so much. It is so much. It becomes overwhelming pretty fast.
Okay.
Okay. Fighting those 90 enemies. Gateway. Beat all bosses. I want all enemies. Ooh, that one might be nice. Oh. Hey. But yeah, game's very complex. How do I have 700 attack? Through the summon blessings. So I have like a shit ton. I have like a shit ton of Odin. Here. So if you look at my Odin percentage, it's at 2,802. Because I have a ton on my gear. So because of that, I have a lot of strength. So yeah, when you start getting into higher level rifts, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you are actually stacking some stats. Okay. Go. Woo.
This looks good.
I'm coming for you. Nope. Okay. Get out of here. Boosh. Yo, where they at?
More fodder to kill.
Oh shit! That was a wipe? Oh my god. Damn. Okay. If I didn't have a Phoenix down, that would have been a wipe. Instant death.
More fodder to kill.
Good. Where you going? Oof.
All right, time for a change. Reinforcements.
Okay. What do we got? Earth Elemental? Gotcha. Excellent.
Time for a change. That's all of them.
Focus on how we can do better next.
Alright. Oh, okay. All the loot. Okay, got even more strength. Hooray! I went from 970 to 1579. Almost like 16. That's nice. More Sage's Pride? Okay, cool. We have lots of enemies. I don't want to fight the bosses. Dragon's Cave. Okay, I can do that one.
Okay.
This is what, 60 enemies? 60 or 75? Bit of a grind.
See something like this in
Hurry up and try it on.
Okay, good.
Hold on. This one's got some teeth.
my hand.
boy. All the effects. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Severian? Okay. All right. Come on. Yeah, this starts to get tedious after a while, not gonna lie. Okay. Go.
Better tread carefully.
Alright. Alright, I definitely don't want to keep fighting enemies. I've killed so many! Okay, good. Ugh.
All right.
Hey man, where does this rank amongst Team Ninja games for you? I consider getting it. The gameplay loop, when it comes to ranking it, like, it's difficult for me to rank it because there's some things in this game I like more than other Neo 2 titles. Or sorry, other Team Ninja titles. Other Neo 2 titles? Yes, Team Ninja's only game is Neo 2. There are things in this game that I like more than Neo 2. There's other things I do not. It's difficult to say. Like, the abilities in this game just feel like a million times better than in Neo 2. Easily. So that's fun. This game's like loot or build stuff is even crazier than Neo 2's in any respect. But one thing I generally dislike is just how build dependent this game can be. You know, Neo 2's depths are like, hey, let's give you 3 bosses by 430. This game's like, here, let's give you 10 bosses, but we'll throw in an added challenge where all your gear sucks against them. So good luck. Oh, and by the way, instead of there being 30 floors of the depths of the underworld, there's 100,000. Apparently there's 100,000 floors. So like, the loot game and build game in this is just off the chart. Crazy. So I'm not the biggest fan of all that loot stuff, some people are. Just fine. The biggest thing though I dislike in this game is that it's just not optimized well for PC. And it's a real shame. Because the combat loop in this is a lot of fun. overall. But it's like some of the stuff in this game is just excessive. If you are gonna get this game, I'd recommend try to get it on a good sale. I would not recommend getting this game at full price. There's a lot of cool things in this game, but it is the stuff that's frustrating about it is just too frustrating for me to recommend like buying this at full price. Have I tried Final Fantasy 16? Combat looks so good there. I haven't tried it, but yes, it looks fantastic from what I've seen. Excuse me. Sweet. Took so long. Like, yeah, come on, like a gauntlet of 75 enemies. Like, I know it's supposed to be like a super gauntlet or whatever, but it gets tiring. It just kind of gets tiring after a while. I've fought, what, 90, 40, 75, I don't know, but like over 200 enemies already. Like, that's a lot. And, like, you can see how much loot I'm getting. It's just, like, excessive. Berserker? Nice. Got more Berserker. Okay, Dark Knight. Good. Need another few percent. Paladin's been boosted again. That's good too. Okay, how are we doing over here? I'll be so glad to get rid of this eventually. I don't need this guy. Thornberry. How much do I need for him? Damn. I have to kill 140 enemies with id stuff. Plus that, I got 300 breaker. Berserker 330. That's getting close to 400. That'll be good. I need to open more treasure chests. Okay. We'll get to 900. That'll be nice. Yeah. Gambler, I definitely want to boost. Hurt. Mage and Gambler. Paladin's at 330. Summoner. Oh, Summoner is about to get level up. 345. I can't even get it to 400. That'll be nice. That's what? That's 6 levels? Damn it. That's so much. Even more? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, bro. This is when it becomes a grind. There. I'm such a grind after a while, dude. Okay. This is overwhelming, dude. Okay, let's see if I get lucky. Oh my god, so many things. Okay. Care for either of these? MP cost spinning slash. Hmm. Oh, but my inventory is full. Great. Nothing else. For gauntlets. Zantetsu can cost less. No, I don't think any of this appeals to me. Okay, do I get lucky? Nope. No fancy things here. Damn it, man. Well, that sucks. I don't think I have it in me, man. 90 enemies. Just slog. Yeah, I don't feel like doing it, man. It's too much of a grind. At least for what I'm trying to do. What are my alternatives eventually? Get 48 strength. That ain't shabby. Ah, here's the other. This is what I would have wanted. Sage and Void Knight. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Alright. This is when the game starts to lose its luster for me. It just becomes a grind.
Let's have some fun.
Counting on you.
That looks worth picking up.
Lucky.
Not off to a good start. Now watch it load up. All the way.
I'm always up for a challenge.
Can't take much more.
Give up on me, Ash. Lights out.
Hey. 70 to go.
Harder to kill.
Cool. Good. Okay. Come on, give me like all the enemies at once.
More
I know,
harder to
do
kill.
this, right? Okay.
Reinforcements.
Hey. Good. Alright, halfway there.
Reinforcements. This looks good.
Alright. 40 more to go. Spin the win.
Fodder to kill.
Well, it works. There you go. How's it going? Am I really juggling it with... I juggled it with spinning slash? Okay.
Reinforcements.
I'm coming! Well, spin to win. That was fun.
Time for a change.
Okay.
More fodder to kill.
Here we go. I don't think it's working as well as I thought it would. Okay.
More fodder to kill.
Nope. Rude.
Time for a change.
One more left. Come back. Okay, good. I'm coming. Man, okay. There you go, Sean. Doing pretty good, bro. How are you? Spin. Let's go. Lots of spin. As you can see, what I am doing is a very advanced strategy. It's called spin to win. Dang, this is so tanky. Oh, thank God.
That's all of them.
Our journey continues.
90 enemies defeated. Oh. Okay. Nice. Summoner boosted once again.
Okay.
Alright, Gilgamesh, what you got? A Dusk Shard? Is that it? Dusk Shard, 13 strength. Somehow I don't think that'll be great. Yeah, Space Slash? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't think there was anything that great. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Nope. I'll take a look. No, that's not. Alright. Upgrade. weapon? MP cost spinning slash. So just a 5% further reduction? I mean, I guess that's alright. Not that impressive. Look at it. Got 31 strength. That's pretty nice. Let's check out the other ones. The enemies. In order to get Dark Knight up. A little more. 60. I need to kill 60 more enemies. With Sage's Pride Quest. Paladin is just slightly low. HP and stamina. Spirit? No, that's not big of a deal. Be the boss. Nothing else, I'll just do this. Yeah, let's do all enemies. Okay. Inventory is full. God damn it. This is one thing I hate about Neo 2 and this game. It's just inventory management. It's just a bit much. It's too much.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
I'm counting on you. Don't give up on me, Ash.
Hey.
Time for a change.
This one's got some teeth.
It's just getting warmed up.
Then let's go.
More fodder to kill. Here it comes. Jackpot.
What? Get out of here, bro.
Reinforcements.
Enjoy spin. Let's go. Been around my teammates. What you doing? Camera shenanigans, what's up? Handle spin? Can't handle the spin. Who needs lock on these days? Anybody else? What about you? Can you handle it? This is so stupid. Gotcha with extra flare, hooray!
Short breath.
If we can breathe, we can fight again.
Okay, even more spell shield recovery. Nice. Putting more quests is always nice. Jeez, so many quests. Ugh. Okay. Forty more enemies with Sage Pride's quest and then Dark Knight's back for me, which is good. And the maxing breaker again. I feel like I need something else. I already have Summoner being worked on. Paladin. Already working on Paladin. Already working on Berserker and Paladin and Summoner. I could upgrade more Void Knight. Oh, I don't think that's not necessary right now. See what Gilgamesh has. I think that's still gonna be 90. I can do it though. Hey, what's up, Farseer? Yeah, I guess I couldn't. How have you been? Lesser foes. Okay, game. No, there are no Gakis in chat. Why? Why would you suggest such a thing? Yeah, I've been pretty good. From chat's recommendation, Cass and I got It Takes Two.
Got a sinking feeling.
We have yet to play it, but
I'll take that.
we got it. We're gonna try it on the Switch at some point. That'll be fun. I watched the movie, it's a 2002 movie, or 22 movie, called Bullet Train yesterday. I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and Bullet Train was like,
Almost done.
I didn't realize it was meant to be an action comedy, but it was cool. Did I get a cold or something? My voice sounds a bit tired. Yeah, I'm tired of this game right now. Because I've just been grinding. I've been grinding enemies. I'll explain why, but it gets exhausting. Grinding in this game gets very exhausting. I think I've killed like 300 enemies by now. And it just kind of becomes mindless after a while. Guess what on Depth's level to 100,000? Nothing. There's no 100,000. There's 99,999 in this game. There's no 100,000.
More of them?
I'm always up for a challenge.
No Gakis. What are you talking about? Ah, this is why I'm tired. That's the real reason I'm tired.
Here they come.
No. There's 100,000. No, there's no. Stop. Stop lying. Do me, do it. Okay, fine. No Gigagaki. Okie dokie. Here, I want to spin. Help me spin. Alright, spin, let's go! Is Giga Captain BK? No, that doesn't make it that much better. Look at my skills. Oh yeah, we're spinning. Spin! Come here. Oh, here I go. Oh, look at that. He's trying to block. He can't. Yes, let's Beyblade.
Reinforcements.
Gotta love those fire sword moves. I know. They are so awesome. Yeah, the leaderboard thing arrived here as well. I didn't even enable it. I guess YouTube auto did it. Boosh, boosh, boosh.
More fodder to kill.
I remember the first time I saw these, the fire sword moves, I was blown away. I remember I got it when I was fighting Tiamat the first time.
Time for a change.
Like spiritual sword and the fight with Tiamat, it was epic. It was just so neat. The double flame one? You're talking about Aura Edge? The fun one. Yeah, you're talking about the ranged one, right?
More fodder to kill.
This one! I love how you can charge it too. Beyblade, let it rip! Okay, 60 enemies! Yes, you can charge Aura Edge. I actually didn't know about that for some time either. Okay, see here, if you take a look.
Reinforcements.
Deliver a long-range slash attack, deals fire damage, hold triangle to increase the attack's power. So here's just a press. Here's a hold. Here's a spin. You can charge quite a few abilities in Greatsword as well. Like Dragon Tail, Skybreaker, stuff like that. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't blame people for not like catching all this stuff. It's a little difficult because there's just so much in the game. Yep, R-Edge in the back slot, black link slot. Yeah, of course.
Reinforcements.
You put batter on the forward link? Yeah, I've done that too. Somehow these make sense. Don't know why in these slots to put them in. It's interesting how it works, right? I put it in the back link slot because like usually enemies are far away. So and usually pretty far away at that point, and the backlink slot gives me some distance too. So it just feels natural. Hey! And more enemies! Wait. Gosh, Dragon Tail. Pretty beast. Okay, am I done? Am I done? Can I please have Dark Knight tapped even further, please? Just have Dark Knight. Just need the extra %. That'd be great. I can swap out a Dark Knight immediately. Come on. Please. It's no. Oh, 50 points away. 51. Oh, that's so small. Oh, that's a shame. Carbuncle badge. This book. Trash and trash and trash and trash and still trash and still trash and trash and trash. Okay. Okay. Lock it at least. Master. I've experimented with the Lance Sidelink parry tech yesterday, the one we discussed with Surigauchi here in chat before. Kind of succeeded with the Scorpion boss, only on the very last moment of the Sidelink animation. Oh. Could you activate any parry abilities, or was it just... I feel like it's kind of rubbish, but whatever. MP cost Mighty Strikes. Funny, I should say Carbuncle now, because that's what I use for that parry tech practice. Oh, cool. Usually it only activates... I see. The side link ability. Okay, so you can't like override it or anything.
This is the one.
Inventory is full, bro! If you get hit during the end of the Sidelink animation, it will register it as a normal parry, and then I could activate... Okay. Interesting.
Let's go.
We'll take care of it later.
Take it from here.
I'll get him off your back.
I was only using the basic Greatsword haste buff that you get from Enhanced Guard.
Give up on me, Ash.
We've got a hard road ahead of us.
Don't worry. We got this.
I'll get him off your back.
theorize it might be worth getting speed buffs to pull it off more effectively. Whoa.
Hurry up and try it on.
Neon, hold on.
As many as you can stack from different kinds of speed buffs at the same time. Very well.
More fodder to kill.
But maybe I could also pull it off when I was just normal speed, because it also really depends on how many times and how the timing of the attack of that specific enemy is. Yeah, a lot of factors to be able to test it effectively. Oh no, it's cool, man. I know how tech goes. I mean, the whole point of tech, it's like, it's not totally unintentional. But it's definitely a cool discovery to have in a game. Okay, where's this? Oh, here you are, buddy. How's it going? Okay. Yep. Like item cancel or jutsu cancel. Item cancel in Neo 2. That was fun for people. I didn't care too much for it. I still kind of don't. But
That was rough.
is it a cool discovery by the community? Oh yeah, you bet. The same way like Violent Gale cancels or all the Blade Flash Counterspark cancel stuff in various games. That's always fun. In this game, there's a Lightbringer cancel, which somebody found out. Alright, dude, I don't want to play Dark Knight anymore. Thank God. I'm done. Okay. Get out of here, Dark Knight. You're done. Let's go back to... Let's go back to this. Me and my 900 strength are gonna have a fun time. All of that grinding was just so I could get... So I could make sure I have this on at all times.
Alright, time for a
That's it. That was the entire purpose of that. Oh. I got it. Jeez. White Mage, Tyrant. Ah. Oof. You need to play the other weapons, then you can have fun again. Yeah, oops, I want Tom Berry back. Perhaps. Perhaps. I want to be able to play all the weapons and have like sets for everything, but difficult. Just because of all the build requirements in it to work, like enough affinity, and I know I have pretty much only mained those two, at least on PC. I did play with the other ones, and it just, there's a lot required for me to set them up so I can just go spam happy with them. That's why I'm getting stuff like Summoner, Liberator, like a lot of these things for the affinities here are all supportive. Cyclic Warrior, Paladin, even Berserker is just supportive in nature. Gambler, same thing. Tonberry, Breaker, and Dark Knight, like, they're meant to be support. And then what I was gonna eventually get is put Sage and Void Knight on. Right, that's why I'm going so slow in this game, yeah. Sage at 120 is what? MP restored with successful soul shield, so yeah. Just nice little passive. Nullifies all magic damage while guarding. That's like luxury. Yeah, I don't need that. This is cool though. Like, not that I need it. Lightbringer can be used with any status ailment, except I have Paladin on, so it's fine. I don't need it. Using it will cure everything. Again, don't need it. Debuffs is nice, but that's like ultra luxury. This is just like, hey, I can get another 50. I can increase the MP restored by like 50+%. So that's nice. Good jobs, I don't switch that much, but I can almost do that as well. Nice. Like, I want to play around with all the weapons. I wish I didn't have to like swap everything all the time. Like here, I could just swap out, say, Ronin with Marauder and stuff like that. Like, let's see here. Like, I have some options here. I think with Summoner, I can use just about everything except Katana. Katana Fists. I can't use Fists, but I could use like anything there. Cyclic Warrior ability activates Lightbringer. Let's see. Let me check the affinities. So this doesn't. So the affinities just prolong Lightbringer. Let me see with Primal Warrior. Yeah, just activates Lightbringer. It's fun. Tornado into Lightbringer? Yeah. You have to channel. I think you have to channel Tornado, though. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's totally gonna be fun. Just juggle all the things. Like, for some of these, I could make a swap. It wouldn't be, like, that far-fetched. So, like, I can maintain Breaker, which would be fine. But I just have to, like, swap out Ronin. Yeah, I think, like, Ronin would be the big one to swap. Right, so, like, I theoretically could swap out, like, Ronin for 800% Marauder or something. Right, So I could have axe, I could have lance, I could even have gun. And I could just be 100%. And if I really wanted to like play breaker with those other things. But the ones that I think I wouldn't be able. Okay, so here fists would be the one thing I. Right. I mean, I basically would just need like some gear that's tinkered a little bit. And then I could like swap between them. I don't think it would be that strenuous to do. I could reasonably do it. I could do it for sword and shield if I want to play around with that. I could do that with mace. And then I could find like something for fists. Like what could I play with fists? What are the fist jobs besides like crucialist? Warrior? I don't know if I need warrior. What can I get? Great, no. That's decent. I could, yeah, that's actually not bad. I could do that. Thief? I don't know if I care that much about thief. Heal enemy buffs. I forget which buffs was thrown. Monk. Monk ain't bad. Oh wait, so what am I limited by again? Fists and is that it? Is it just fists? I think it's just fists. So then what? What are my choices for fists? Yeah, it's just fists. And I could otherwise keep the job. I could of course go gambler for everything. Gambler's hilarious. Tyrant? Tyrant. Very quick status application. You have N Luna. Yeah, I wouldn't use that. Magitech. That could be fun. Magitech enhancement. That could be fun. What else? Liberator? No, I wouldn't even use Liberator. Assassin? Assassin could be interesting. Ninja? I don't know if I care that much for the ninja tools, though. I mean, I could play Dark Knight, but I don't really want to. Not that in love with the ability. Right, I'd probably go Tyrant Magitech Knight. That seems fun. Just swaps dark for break element. Yeah, that seems fun. But yeah, it would, in order for me to make the swaps, I would, let's see, like, I'd have to, yeah, I would need invest quite a bit. I could do it at some point though. I could try it. Like let me see. Really, like what am I locked by? A lot of my job affinities are purely supportive in nature when I actually think about it. Yeah, because I've like, yeah, they're pretty supportive. So 800% of weapon-based affinity would do it. Yeah. Well, what I can do, I guess, is I can slowly collect, like statuses or something. Oh, look at that aerial break. Oh well. Alright, I think I'm gonna go. I think I've played more than enough. Ugh. Quite the grind. I can swap. I guess I can build certain weapon things. Fists can be a lot of fun. Now that I have Carbuncle and things like that, I can just parry and it should be okay. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna go. That's something, I guess, something for me to think about. So I appreciate the nudge, Farseer. Appreciate the nudge towards the fun zone. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Holy shit, it's almost been 3 hours. Damn. Okay. Thank you guys for being here, and